I kind of thought it would be funny if my mole wrote its own autobiography. I went to a concert recently, and we were late getting in, and we were trying to go in the back way, and the security people were like, you can't come in here. And the driver was like, no, I have Cindy Crawford. Can we please come in? And he's like, let me see the mole. So I had to like slowly unroll the window and be like, it's me. It's like my ID now. There were times in the beginning where, you can find pictures where they've retouched my mole out. And it's weird because I don't think they're as strong, and they don't look like me. My face is very asymmetrical, and somehow the mole balances it out. They would sometimes try to cover it with makeup, which was a total disaster. Eventually, I did an American Vogue cover with the mole stayed. After that, it was just never an issue again. When Playboy came, it was very risky because kind of models of my stature at that point weren't doing Playboy. It was like, wait, why would you do that? I must admit that I was a little nervous to tell my dad that I was doing Playboy. You know, there were topless pictures of me, and I'm sure he wasn't relishing the fact that like guys at work saw that. Just like my kids are very embarrassed by it now. We try to teach our kids to err on the side of being more modest in posting, especially we have a 14-year-old daughter. My husband and my son are very protective, of course, as they should be. And my son will be like, well, you can't ask Mom. She did Playboy. It's like an instant dismissal, like I don't have authority in that world because I did Playboy twice. I actually did have a big crush on Richard Gere. Then I ended up meeting him and marrying him, so that kind of worked out. You know, now I'm a married lady I have a crush on my husband, which is nice. What movie makes me cry? You know, I just watched a movie this weekend that made me cry, and it's called Loving. It's about an interracial couple in, I think, Virginia in the 50s, and they get married, and they know basically that it's against the law and they're going to get arrested. And you watch this movie, and then you cut to, here in 2016, how could anyone ever think that that was wrong? There's people that think gay marriage is wrong. And 30 years from now, we're going to think, how could anyone ever think that was wrong? I wouldn't even call it a love scene. I'd call it a sex scene. Let's just call a spade a spade. In a moving train with William Baldwin, for Fair Game. Yes, my one and only movie. I don't smoke, and I wanted to smoke a cigarette afterwards. And so did the whole crew. I think that for me, royalty is more about like a Jane Fonda, like people that have stood the test of time. They've put the hour, like a Clint Eastwood. It's not just like a one-hit wonder and that they're there. It's like they're there. They're an institution. Do you know, though, by the way, that I found out I did that Ancestor show, and Charlemagne is my 39 times great-grandfather. So, yes, I was like, okay, you can just call me Empress now to my children. It's fine.